Yep.
Oh no.
Right, here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Right. Wave to everybody on YouTube.
Hello.
Hello everybody on YouTube.
Hello.
Lenny here. Lenny 6'5". That's what I'm known on YouTube as, or I will be. This is my little helper for tonight. This is Millie, and this is George. So I'm going to talk to you about the bushcraft kit that I've got. I've had some for some years, and I just stopped going out, and it got stuck in the garage. And I've had a good route around. I've got most of my kit. I've lost some of it. I don't know what I must have gave it away or something. I don't know. But what we're going to do is first video on YouTube about bushcraft. I'm going to go more and more into depth on it. Stuff I picked up from Army and all books I've read and videos. So I'll just show you the amount of gear I've got. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm just going on an overnighter, I'll not need to take much kit. Just enough for a few brews and a meal at night, and then a brew in the morning, bit of breakfast, whatever, and then I'll pack up and move on. If I'm stopping for a weekend or whatever, 4 days, whatever it is, obviously it depends if I can get my car near to where base camp will be, will determine what I'll take. Obviously if I've got my car and I'm not carrying it far, my kit, then I'll take heavier, bigger bulk of stuff to make my life a bit more glam, as they call it. So what we'll start off with is I bought this I think 2004, I think. Pass me on a couple of oh sorry, we'll go with the Bergen first. This is what I'll use for an overnighter. It's just a small British Bergen, and I'll get everything in there. Sleeping bag, my hammock, water bottles, food, everything I need for an overnighter. And it is a cracking piece of kit because it's sturdy and it takes some hammer. I kept this when I got out of the Army, so cracking piece of kit. It's lasted me years and years, but that's my little Bergen, and that's what I'll take with me if I do an overnighter. Not heavy. The kit I get in it is all scaled down, and I can get everything in there that I need to be comfortable for 24 hours, easy. I think these are about between 20 and 35 quid, I think, these. So that's the Bergen. Just put it down there. That's it. Just put it down. When I used to go out bushcrafting, or roughing it, as they call it down our way, I used to take a poncho and then a roll mat and my sleeping bag and sleep on floor. As the years went on and I got a bit older, my knees started hurting, my back and all that, and I was just looking on the internet for gadgets. I love gadgets, all little shiny things, but I came across this mosquitohammock.com. I think it's a guy called Tom Claytor. I got in touch with him and I told him I was a big lad, and I said, look, I love the look of your hammocks. So we exchanged emails, this, that and other, and I bought two. One for me and one for my mate who I always go bushcrafting with. And it got, I think it was 74 quid. 74 quid I think it were, a piece. And it's the best thing to do with bushcraft I've ever bought. If I can put it up in the back garden when it stops raining, I'll put this up. It's one of the best things I've ever bought to do with bushcrafting. It's so comfy. If you have a look on their website, it's the mosquito hammock, and it's something like mosquito jungle hammock on their website. A cracking piece of kit, cracking. I'll show you. What I'll do is I'll make another video and I'll show you this setup. But there's pictures on their website. But that's my hammock. I love it, I won't part with it. Good old poncho. This is a jungle poncho. It's
Sturdy.
yeah, it's sturdy. What I did is I put guidelines on, and I put, instead of tying knotless knots and slip knots and this, that and other, and pull one rope and half a wood falls down, I just put carabiners on. On the poncho, it doesn't make much difference. I've got enough paracord on it to stretch out, and then wrap it around the tree and put the carabiner, clip it in. Done and dusted. In the morning when you come up and your fingers can be wet, you can be cold, just unclip carabiner and unwind it off. It's simple. What I do is, me and my mate will set us hammocks up in a V, and then just a bit further out from his hammocks we'll put this up as an extra canopy. Maybe have the fire underneath it or something like that, or put it to one side and hang his kit under it, maybe to dry off or something like that. But poncho, these are expensive now. These are about 30-40 quid, and I couldn't believe it when I was having a look in the army surplus stores and things like that. I think I paid a fiver for that, 7 quid. There was an old army surplus store, an old guy, years ago, and 7 quid it cost me, and it's served me well ever since. But they're about 30, 35, 40 quid depending on what you get these days. Expensive, surprised me. I've kept this because the first time I ever went bushcrafting, this is the first hammock I ever bought. And it's one of those...
old-fashioned?
Yeah, it is an old-fashioned... It's an old-fashioned hammock, and it's one of those, like a cargo net, like a sprout bag. I nicknamed it the sprout bag. Sturdy enough, but there's no cover to it, no nothing. It's just an hammock. And when you get in them, along the hammock, there's the reinforced string that goes across the top. So when you get in and you're in the hammock, the line, it snaps shut. You can't move it because of your weight pulling it down. It pulls and you can't get out. It's a nightmare. You can't even turn around in them when you're asleep. Once you're in, that's it. You can't move. We didn't sleep much that night when me and my mate tried them. So, and that's what made us look for better hammocks. But I've kept this because if somebody does come out with us, like I used to take our young'un out with me and my nephew, like, and his stepson, I made him keep in this just so we could laugh at him. But what I'm doing now is, like I said with my poncho, I'll set it up to one side and I'll put this under it, and it is absolutely cracking for putting your gear in, for stowing gear like a cargo net, just stowing your gear in there, or your cooking pans, instead of leaving them on the floor and stuff, stick them in this, and I use it just to keep my kit off the floor, and it's excellent for that. Once again, I'll get out in the woods. I'll set my poncho up, I'll set my hammock up, and I'll set this up and show you how I use it. Hold on. I've had loads and loads of different pieces of kit that I've bought, and what I started off with, obviously being in the army, we got trained with these, and I went through all my training with them, and for what they are, just put that down there for me please, for what they are, I wish I'd invented them, because they're an absolute decent bit of kit, until you've cooked on them about 5 or 6 times, and then they start going brittle, and then when you open them like this, to get See, this is brand new and it's not working right. Might work now. Oh, that's it. I thought that would work. Oh, aye. Right. Cracking piece of kit. Little yeah, I'm sure you've all seen them. Come with exi blocks, fire lighters. Break one into 4 pieces. Put a little bit in there. Stick your metal mug on top, and it'll make a hot brew. This is what I went out bushcrafting with. That, a knife, and me stuff in my burger, my food and my brew kit. That was it. That's all I had, and I did all right with it. Never complained. But I always have one of these in my burger, because I just rate them. It just brings back memories and stuff like that. But that's one of me cookers that I cook on. I saw one of the videos. Well, I've seen loads of videos about bushcrafting. Northeast Bushcrafter, I've watched all his videos. And 51 Foxy, I've watched his videos on YouTube. Bribo, I've watched him. He makes me laugh. He's funny. And I've watched loads. The name what I should have done is I should have wrote all names down. Northwest Bushcrafter, I've watched his videos. There's a new guy, Summit 101. Can't remember.
Bushcraft.
No. Can't remember him, but I'm sure he's from Sheffield. But anyway, I watched 51 Foxy and a couple of more people with this, and 50 quid, I ummed and ahed about it, but then I thought, right, I'll buy it. And the reason why I've bought it is most of the woods that I go in, or I used to go in, it was, I'd say 80%, 85% was peat on the floor. When you scraped all the pine and the bit of mud off, it was peat. So you couldn't really have an open fire, because the peat would catch fire and then it goes underground and stays alight underground and then burns and burns for months or weeks or whatever, and then pops up at another place and sets fire to everything. So I thought this would be cracking to use if it was peat based wood in the floor, so it keeps me fire above the floor and not on the floor. It's the Wild Wood gas camp stove. So I bought that, and to be honest, I forgot how to put it together. I think that goes in there and that goes in there, and then these come out. Yeah, if you do it under 2 minutes you get a crystal. It's like that was that way, doesn't it? That's it. Once again, lads, what I'll do is I'll show you all these, because the videos that I've watched are people trying to get this going. Some of them's got it right, some of them's not got it right. And when it came out the box, when I first got it, it took me a while to figure it out. It was like Krypton Factor. But that's what it is. Put thing in there, your fuel and everything, get it going, and then it just burns for a couple of hours at a time. Nice piece of kit. I think that after about using this 10 times, it will be like this. It'll all go, the fire will burn the life out of the metal, and it'll get flimsy and things will break or whatever. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a try and see how long it lasts. Got my kettle. I've had this kettle ages. Just a normal little camping thing. I did have one smaller than this, but I think what I've done is I've gave most of my kit away when I left army. It's enough for 2 or 3 brews there, easy. And I've used it. I've had to clean it because it was stinking. So that was alright. Again, depending on how long I'm out there for, I knocked these up, and it's chain with the old hooks on, the meat hooks, and it's for hanging me pots over the fire. Oh, heavy, the heavy pieces of kit, but cut pieces of
Chicken.
no, not cut pieces of chicken. Cut 3 legs down from a tree or something, or 3 rotted trees or whatever. Tie these to top and make a tripod and heavy as chain. But it's heavy. I mean, it's alright. If you've got a base camp and you're there, you can get your vehicle to it. I think that's the best thing for that. But if I was going out on my own, I wouldn't take it. I'd cut some sticks, hanging sticks, for pots and that. That's what I normally do. But that's that. My pans, I've got loads of mess tins in my garage. If I was going out for one night, I'd take my mess tins and that'd be it. These is, when there were about 4 or 5 of us, I bought these. Just normal billy cans. You can get 4 boil in the bags in there. What we did when we went, we got that boil in the bag spaghetti bolognese from Asda, and we boiled it in there, and then we used this one. We put some hot dogs in that and boiled them up. They've served me well. They're spot on. Again, if I was going out overnight, I wouldn't use these. I'd take my mess tins. Water purification. Now I'd say 80%, 90% of places I go, there's a river or a pond or something like that. And it's the MSR. I don't know what it stands for. I just know that it's a nice piece of kit. I did have a different one. There's one dearer than this from Go Outdoors. It's the next one up from this. It's another make, I think. And I bought that. It was 100 odd quid, and I bought it. And when we went camping, I filtered some water through, and the seals must have bust, or it must have had bad carbon crystals inside, because we all had bellyache and runs and that. And I took it back to the shop and they gave me this, and this has been absolutely brilliant. Last time I went bushcrafting, I put this away wet, and it needs to be disinfected and boiled and stuff like that. But that's me. I'll take, even if I'm going out on overnight, I'll take this with me, just in case. Because if I run out of water, I know that I can use this to get some water from the stream, and then we can crack on. What I'll do is I'll make a video on this when I go bushcrafting again. When I get out in the field, I'll try and make a video of me filtering some water out. Overnighters. These are American water bottles. I think the British Army water bottles hold more than these, and the only reason I bought these is because these were cheaper. But I just have 2. If I'm going overnight, I'll take 2 with me, because that's enough water for 24 hours, easy. For longer periods, obviously, I'd take these, my water purification, and I'd take, I don't know what I've done with it. I did have it here.
Is it down here, Daddy?
Let's have a look. Can't see.
Shower pocket.
No, it's a water bag. You've probably seen them. It's a water bag. Rolls up in itself, and it's got a little tap on the bottom. You feed it in through the top, and it's and you just hang it in the tree, water, and I fill that up. What I do with these are only water bottles I'll take, civilian. That one I fill with powdered milk, Marvel. Fill that up, and then when we need some milk, I'll pour some lukewarm water in there, put some powdered milk in, Marvel or whatever powdered milk you've got, put the lid on, shake it up, and then that's my pint of milk for the day. And then I put that away back in my burgers, which keeps nice and dry, and then if we need any more, I'll make a fresh batch up. It's as simple as that. That's that. If I'm going out for a bit longer, like 3 days, something like that, or a full weekend, you need to get a wash. So I bought that, the pocket shower. I mean, I've done a full body wash in a mess tin full of water with a face cloth and that, but it just comes down. It's got a nozzle on the bottom. You twist the nozzle for on and off. You fill it up with water, and you hang it in the sun. The sun warms it up, and then it's a shower. You get underneath it and have a little shower. I've not used it. I bought it, like I say, years ago. I've not used it, but I'm going to use it this year. I'm going to have a go at it. What I'll do is I'll see if I can make a shower unit. Get my poncho, put it round, get some sticks up, and then put this above it, and make a portable shower, like we used to do in jungle and stuff. But yeah, another video, I suppose. Portable shower. I went in the town and I was looking for, face cloths. And then when I went to an army surplus store, I saw these. They're just face cloths, but they're thinner.
Easier to dry.
And they're a lot easier to dry. And what you can do is, before you go to bed at night, have a wash, fill your mess tin up with water, soap, a bit of soap on it, and give yourself a good wash, right, under your armpits and stuff. Get in bed next morning, get up, do it again, and maybe that evening have a full wash. But they're my face cloths. In here is my towel. It's an old snug pack bag. I lost my snug pack when I was in army. I think somebody nicked it, but I ended up with this, so I kept this. I thought it'll come in handy for something like that. So I kept this, and this is what my towel goes in. It's my old army towel. Oh, that needs washing. And inside, all I've done is little mint tree, all-purpose soap, a little tub of toothpaste, and then all I did was get a cheap toothbrush and cut it in half. There are ones that you can fit in, like they come out of a little box and you plug them back in that way. But that's all I did. Cut it down. As long as it cleans my teeth, I'm not bothered. Get up in the morning, you can have a little wash, freshen up, and then brush your teeth. And it makes you feel a bit better. Because we don't want no mingers in camp, do we? We don't want people stinking. So that's that. I bought some little Tupperware containers. Tea, coffee and sugar, tea bags, coffee and sugar in these, and they fit into my side pouch and my Bergen. I did have one of these, and it had my fire starting kit in, and I don't know what I've done with it. I might have gave it away before I left army, but I don't know where it is. But keep everything waterproof. So I think my next video, what I'll do is I'll make a new fire starting video and see what I put in it and whatever.
That's it.
That's them. That's them. Right, it won't pass me.
Okay, I'll pass it.
What I did. So we all need. Do we need axes? Do we need knives, stuff? Yeah, well, yeah, because it makes bushcrafting a bit better. Survival. I don't know. Do you need an axe to survive? It helps, doesn't it? Really. Same again. 2004. I bought this from Ray Mears. I had a look on his website, and I'm later to take a bank loan out because his kit's just unbelievably expensive compared. But yeah, I bought it. The short one, don't know if I cut in,
Trees.
not massive trees down, I don't want to cut massive trees down. If you're cutting massive trees down, you're doing something wrong. It's just stuff to make an A-frame, stuff to make, you know, supporting shelter or something like that. So I got that one. I've not used it yet. It's been in a garage, but it's going to get used this year, I can guarantee you that.
I'll get something.
Right. I'll put this down here, look. No, my other hatchet, my other thingy. No, that one, that's it.
Ugh, it's heavy.
One of the things that, obviously, the axe, my axe that I've got, that's for the heavy work. Logs, cutting them into usable logs for fire or wood burning, whatever. And then for just, you know, working around camp, working around your base, working around your basher and that. I've got my army, British Army issue match it. It's been around the world with me this, and it needs sharpening. There's a couple of chips out of there. I put some
Duct tape.
bit of duct tape with a bit of my old army scarf on it, because I found that after using it with just handle, I got blisters straight away. So I put that on and stopped it. And this is for, you know, a bit of fine work, you know, cutting little branches off, trimming some up. Cracking piece of kit, as long as you keep that edge. If you keep it sharp and keep it going, it's quite heavy. That's for everyday use. Trimming stuff up, stuff like that. My Laplander. So I got one of them. This is brand new. Never used it. Something I bought, and I think I got it from a car boot sale somewhere. And then put it in the garage in my bushcraft drawer, and that were it. Never used it. But I've got one. See how it works. That'll get used. My knife. I mean, I've seen videos. I've seen people. Even when I was growing up, they wanted great big Rambo knives. This, that, and other. When I was young, I was saying I went out and bought big Rambo knives, thinking, yeah, this will do anything, and crap, didn't last 2 minutes. So my axe does me heavy work. Me match it every day. Using that round the basher, around the camp area. If I need to sew anything, use that Laplander, and then my knife. And I got it from Halley, and I think I've made a mistake because that's a right-handed sheath, and I'm left-handed. And I just wanted something, you know, for whittling or, you know, skinning, something like that. Spot on. Fits in my hand nice, I can control it, I put my thumb nearly all across the blade. So that's my knife. Skinning, cooking, chopping mushrooms, whatever. That's my knife. Nothing big, nothing, you know, don't need it. It does, I bought it for what I want to do it, and that's it. Oh yeah. My old jungle hat. This has been about with me as well. Sat here having a brew with my jungle hat on. Then I know I'm out bushcrafting then. Once I put this on, that's it. brew in my hand, and I'm away. No, not them, love.
Oh.
I've always said an head torch. This is about the best one that I've ever had.
It's LED and it's really bright.
Yeah, I bought it from a fishing shop for when I go barbling. When I go barbel fishing and I'm out there for like 3 or 4 days. It's Daiwa.
Woohoo.
Powerful, it's got 4 settings.
Or off, on, slightly on.
Spot on. Spot on. Does what it does. My little spork. I can't remember where I got this from. But spot on. Saw this and I thought I'd buy it. It's a little
Mushroom book.
Collins Gem or Collins Gem mushrooms. Because when I was a kid, when I was Millie's age, my dad used to take me out walking and go like, come on, go for a walk, get dog. And he'd stop and he'd pick berries and he'd pick mushrooms off at the floor. Yeah, you can eat these, like mint, wild mint and all that, everything. He knew quite a bit, my dad, and he used to just stop and start, what's them dad you eating? Never mind, get one of these. So try these, look. Oh, that's horrible, that, Dad. Yeah, it's good for you, it's good for you. So I saw this, and I take it out, every time I go out bushcrafting with me, I take it out, just in case. I see a mushroom or fungi or whatever, and I have a look, and if it's in this book, and if it's edible, I'll pick it up, and I'll eat it. But, I don't know, it's just something to have in my burger, the top of my burger, and like, what's this here? Oh, I don't know, let's have a look. No. And then I bought this at a car boot. I don't know if it's all to do with bushcrafting, I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I know these people that go out for, you know, weeks on end or days on end, they've always got some binoculars or something like that. And I was walking around a car boot and I saw this and he wanted 15 quid for it and I got it for a tenner. And it's just a monocular, 7 times 35.
Field 8.
And it actually, it's quite powerful. And I take that with me just in case, you know, see a bird of prey, or anything. See somebody trying to sneak up and spot them with this. I don't know, it goes in my burger and it takes no space up. And then if there's a bit of scenery to scout around, I'll scout around with that. Spot on. That's about it, guys. That's my stuff. I've got other bits and bats somewhere, but I've lost them. Over the years, I've lost them, so I'm getting out this year. I've just got a couple of more bits to sort out. I bought myself a CVRT crew shelter. But it's been patched on the roof. John, Northeast Bushcrafter, he put me on to Bilmore Bushcraft Gear, and I've been in touch with Ian Bilmore, and I've sent him photographs at patching. I'm hoping he can either repatch and make them better or put a new roof on it. I don't know, whatever he can do. So that'll be my base camp. If I can get anywhere with my car, or we'll talk about that. So next video, I'll try and get a fire starting pack together and make that. I'm hoping if weather stays,
Nice.
I don't mind snow. I don't mind. You can put 18 foot of snow down. I'm not bothered about that. It's when it's raining. I hate rain. Does me nothing. Anything but rain. It can rain fish, rain frogs, anything but rain. I just hate rain. But if there's a gang of us going out, I'll go and I'll make one and we'll have a laugh. What I'll do is I'll go for an overnighter. I'll take this lot out and I'll show you my overnighter setup, and then I'll show you hammock and I'll show you cargo net that I put my kit in and all that sort of stuff. And then I don't know, make a beef stew or something. And then what I'll do is once I get me shelter sorted or fixed, I'll actually go out for a couple of nights and show you like my base camp where I can park car quite close and set it up and show you what I'll take on that. So that's it from me, guys. There's bits of kit. I know they weren't really close-ups, but what I'll do is when I get out there and I set them up, I'll actually show you close-ups and that. So happy camping, happy bushcrafting and all that. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, guys. It's my first video. There's not much I can say apart from
Happy bushcrafting!
yeah, happy bushcrafting. Alright lads, girls, see you later.